Hello, and welcome back to Naturally Spiritual, where we correlate the spiritual with the natural. I'm
And
Cheryl,
I'm Sherry.
and we're here encouraging someone, though you may not have it, allow what you don't have to be that stepping stone
Oh, step high, step
to
high.
get what you want,
Okay,
right?
right, step high. It's that season upon us.
Mm-hmm.
And I always volunteer. For the schools, bookstores, book
Mm-hmm.
sales, and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. And I know growing up, things were expensive back then, and
Mm-hmm.
mom and dad were
They
practical.
were practical. What
So
look that you want it? Is
it's
it
a
a necessity,
necessity,
right?
right? Exactly, and that's how they were. So they give us a couple of dollars, maybe to
Mm-hmm.
get an eraser,
Right,
a pencil,
a pencil sharpener.
a pencil sharpener, and a pencil, something like that. You were
Mm-hmm.
gonna get something, but
You
it wasn't gonna be the books you
you
wanted. It,
couldn't go
it
make it
wasn't gonna be the
rain,
posters.
right?
Well, everybody else getting posters. I want the
Look, I
poster
want
on
the
my
poster,
wall,
right?
right? Yeah. So we couldn't get, we didn't get all of that kind of stuff, but
Hmm.
we got what little
Look,
bit we
yeah,
did
look,
get
you get one book.
book, right? And so now it's kids coming in and they're not getting it. So here I am because I remember those days.
Right,
I'm overcompensating and giving
right,
them the money for the books and stuff. Oh, you're gonna go home with something, baby. Come
right.
here.
Come here.
But my
Hmm.
mama said my mama's gonna ask, where I got the money from for this or whatever. I'm like, I will give you a
Right.
sticky note and
Hmm.
tell them that
Right, right.
I bought so that they won't know or
Yep.
won't think that
Look,
that you took it.
and with you saying that, I do that in my classroom as well,
Hmm.
and I guess it is because
But
where
right,
I
because
remember
remember
that
those
field and
days.
that feeling. I mean,
Hmm.
and so yeah, you're right,
Yeah, so
right.
yeah, and so you're sitting there like, well, wait a minute, I didn't have, but as you said, use that as a stepping stone, and,
Hmm.
and then sometimes it can be a blessing, and sometimes it can be a curse
Right,
at the same token, because
right,
you're like, I can't save everybody,
right,
right? So when
right.
you think about it, it wasn't all bad, in
Right.
the
No,
natural,
it
you
just
right,
wasn't. Look, like you said, they were practical. It wasn't that they
hmm
were being mean.
right.
Look, well, your daddy
That
was tight
yeah,
though.
very,
He
very.
was tight. Look,
I like to say I got a little bit of it
you
though.
have a
Yeah,
little bit.
I got a little bit of it, right? A
Right.
little bit of it, right? So
Right. And but you know what? With that being said, you really do in naturally you have to be a good steward, right?
right,
So
right.
let's say that
Yeah,
daddy
yeah, it
was a
was a
good
good,
steward. That
very good
he was a
steward.
very good
I
steward.
mean, he
Very
was
good steward over his money.
right. So you do have to think about that,
Yeah, and
and
so in the natural, it works out that way, just being tight, and
hmm
that's what we used to call. He's so tight,
right,
being
exactly.
tight.
Hmm.
But look, in his old age, I think even he realized, to
Can't take it
splurge,
with you.
can't take it with you. He did
Exactly.
start splurging a lot
Right.
with those
Yes.
old
With the
grandkids,
grandkids.
with the
Yeah.
grandkids, right? So you look, that was in the natural, but you have to look at that thing in the spiritual too, because
Right.
it's spiritually in Romans 5:3 and 4 it tells us, and not only so, but we glory in
In
tribulations
tribulations. Right.
also,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that tribulation work of patience,
Mm-hmm.
and patience experience,
Okay.
and
Experience.
experience hope,
Right.
right? So look at
Exactly.
that domino effect
Mm-hmm.
from a tribulation, and even tribulations aren't all, they don't always have to be bad. They're not
Right.
all
That's a
bad, right?
right.
But
Exactly.
tribulations can be anything that tests,
Right.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
where you are,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
And you just use that for the experience,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
For the hold
Hold
on
on
to
to
it,
it.
hope
Exactly.
that it gets better, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
just use all of it
Mm-hmm.
to the glory of God,
To the glory of
to the
God, as you
glory of
just
God.
said, it was a, it was a, it's an you said a tribulation is where you are,
Yes.
but also you have to think about at the end of it where you're going to
Where
be,
you're gonna be,
where you're
where
going
you're
to
gonna
be.
be,
So
right?
tribulations are just temporary. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're here now,
Yes.
but you better look at the ending.
Mm-hmm.
Because God
Mm-hmm.
knows what the end's
Mm-hmm.
going to be, and we're sitting here and we're worried. We say it all the time. We're worried.
Mm-hmm.
What if? What
Right.
now? Here we go. Why? But think about the ending.
The ending,
Right.
right?
It's greater is coming.
Greater
Greater
is
is all.
coming.
And if
Yes.
you're already always up here on great, you have no place to grow. You have no
So
place to
true.
go. You have no growth.
So true.
If you're stuck up on greatness all the
All the
time,
time. Mm-hmm.
and you hit hard when something really
Mm-hmm.
does happen, and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
wow,
Mm-hmm.
getting smacked around and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, so we have to think about that. And as you said, the tribulations and things like that. So what you didn't have, where you were lacking, that's motivation to go get it.
Go get it.
Go get your stuff.
Mhm.
Go get your stuff.
Yes.
You know,
As
but be a
Mary
good
Mary
steward about it.
Mary Mary says, go get your blessing.
Go get your blessing.
Go get your
right?
blessing.
Okay. Let's end it there, sister. Okay.
All right.
And as we always do with our commercials, and we're ending them, we'll say go ahead and like us,
share us,
you know, talk to us, leave us some comments,
and hit that red button.
that subscribe. All right.
Thank you.
And we do thank you for that. And then if you're able and you really want to, go on over and hit that purchase button for that Naturally Spiritual book by Cheryl and Sherry.
All right.
And we greatly appreciate those of you who have already been supportive, okay? And we just pray and hope that you guys have an awfully, awfully blessed night.
Good night.